Hey there, it's me again, Michelle, and welcome back to the Canadian History, a Chronology channel. Today's episode, number 42, will be very different from my 41 previous videos. It's basically about what comes after Confederation, and then a few words on what's to become of this Chronology channel after that. So, to get this ball rolling, today's summary of the last episode will be very short. We saw that 4 of the British North American colonies joined together into a union with the signing of the British North America Act, made effective July 1, 1867. And a new nation was born, Canada, consisting of 3.5 million people and 4 provinces. The original provinces, the so-called charter members of Confederation, were Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, and Ontario. Okay, now that brief summary is out of the way, let's continue with this video. I decided that because there are just so many topics and events to cover after Confederation, that this channel could end up with 100 or more videos, not something that I or likely you would want. So I'm just going to do what follows Confederation in a very brief summary type format before I talk about what I plan to do next with this channel. So here we go. After Confederation, the country became the Dominion of Canada. In 1869, the Hudson's Bay Company sold the vast Northwest Territories to Canada for $1.5 million. But this triggered a Métis armed resistance, but they would eventually join Confederation as a new province under the Manitoba Act of 1870. Then in 1871, British Columbia joined Confederation. Also, the first 7 numbered treaties with the First Nations peoples were signed between 1871 and 1877. There would be a total of 11 such treaties, with the last being signed in 1921. Prince Edward Island became Canada's 7th province in 1873. Newfoundland still refused and held out until 1949. So here's the list of who joined Confederation and when. 1867. Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. 1870, Manitoba. 1871, British Columbia. 1873, Prince Edward Island. 1898, the Yukon Territory. 1905, Alberta and Saskatchewan. 1949, Newfoundland. And 1999, Nunavut. And that's it for Canadian history, a chronology that took us from this part of North America's original inhabitants, the First Nations and Inuit peoples, up to Confederation. I surely hope you enjoyed viewing these videos as much as I did in making them. And hopefully you learned something about this great country along the way. I certainly did. Well then, what's next? Well, what's next is more Canadian history, but not in chronological order. I want to focus on specific events in our history in a single video, so they won't be numbered, but instead will have specific titles. Events that also help define Canada, Canadians, and in some cases even policy. Some examples I plan to cover could include the Oka crisis of the summer of 1990, the October 1970 crisis and the FLQ, the Battle of Vimy Ridge during World War I, conscription, the Halifax explosion, our new flag in 1965, and likely many, many other events. Well, on that thought, let's end this episode here. Please stay tuned for the next episode, Canada's National Flag. Now remember, at any time feel free to leave comments or questions below, and I'll do my best to respond to them all. And please, be a true Canadian and be polite. And if you like this content, give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button below to see more. And remember to hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of any new content. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.